Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy. Welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf calls himself a menace or talks about gilfs, you drink. If MySoxSummer begs for free shit or gets piss on his hands, you drink. And if I talk music or say, here's the thing, you drink. Of course, you can make all of us drink for a tip of $5 or more. We're up in the ante.
Yes! Raise it up, bitch. Price of the brick going up, Chorizy.
I won't really enforce that. But speaking of drinking, what are you drinking? Beef, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Boys, in the spirit of still trying to clear out my liquor cabinet, I found this bottle of cherry brandy that Matt Max gave me a couple years ago, Chorizo. And I have drank some of it. I realized I sipped it one night. And I was looking up today. I was like, what can you mix it with? And basically everything. This will mix with absolutely everything, but you can drink it straight up as a liqueur. So that's how we're going with it tonight. I got it straight up as a liqueur. No, I got the cherry Coke Zero as a chaser on the side.
There we go.
Nice. Keep the whistle wet. You can't go straight up with all these just because if my throat gets dry, I don't want to be drinking, 3/4 of a bottle for no reason. But the cherry brandy is not, let me tell you, it's not my favorite drink. It's okay. I think it's a little more of an acquired taste. So I think my plan is fight through it the first hour. And then as we get deeper in the show, when I'm driving later on, then it's going to go down real smooth when I'm listening to you guys pontificate about the White Sox bright future.
I don't think I'll be doing that, but anyways.
Is there a lot of sugar in cherry brandy? I'm assuming there is.
There is, but it's not that sweet, to be honest with you. It's like you would think of like it's like a liqueur or whatever. But it's not really that sweet, the cherry brandy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I remember picking up a bottle of blackberry brandy for a girl one time.
That's sweet.
That's on my way down.
Very sweet.
And I was like, this seems like bum liquor. Like, this seems like somebody that is like a
you know when you got that bottle, though, you were going to fuck that night. You were guaranteed you were going to fuck that night.
Well, there was other indications that was going to happen. I'm not going to share them right now, but at some point I will share them. Yeah.
Put that out there. Huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking MSS, what are you drinking?
So I got a milk crate down here of like bottles that I'm drinking.
You're gonna say milkshake,
but of like good stuff.
Oh my god! Please do that.
What do they call those things? Those like the rage bucket, whatever. I don't know. There's something the kids call. You know what I'm talking about? Though.
Blackout rage.
Borg. Yes,
Blackout
I got a
rage
Borg.
gallon.
Yeah, blackout rage gallon. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the Weller Special Reserve. So I haven't had this in a long time, so I'm excited. It's the Weller, the green label. It's really good, and so I'm just making sure that I get a little bit of ice all over.
Wasn't the Borg just like that's like jungle juice from our era, right? Where you just pour a bunch of shit in something.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
similar,
like a potion or whatever,
basically. But they carry them around in like a gallon jug, right?
Yeah.
So it's like an individual.
It's hydration. And vodka or whatever other liquor will go with the hydration stuff. Okay. That's what I was told. They're like, oh, it's like half Gatorade and half, whatever. So, Chorizo, what are you drinking tonight?
I've got your beef left a couple of these at my house there. It's the Phase 3 Stout. So I'm starting with that. But I'm really, I got a mishmash, if you will, of
a hodgepodge,
a hodgepodge, a potpourri. If you will,
cornucopia,
a plethora of different beers. And so I'm gonna just drink a bunch of those after this. But the most important thing is starting with the stout. That's how you get off to a good start. That's how you get off. Speaking of getting off to a good start, our guy Gordo says, "Cheers, boys," and I'm already breaking the rule. But for Gordo, I'll break all the rules.
Oh, yeah,
cheers.
You can break the rules.
Cheers to Gordo, but he did have to ask every single one of us the exact same question. in the DM. He couldn't wait for the answer. He asked all of us. I see you, Gordo. All right, I see what you're up to, motherfucker. But cheers, bro.
You know what? Probably behind the scenes, like he's keeping track on who gets back to him first, and then is like, "I'm gonna be nice
give a
to
shit over
person.
the summer."
Right,
Fids, I hate to break this to you, but we're not going to talk about Tanner McDougal until like way late in the show. But we are going to talk about
it. He will come up. Yeah, exactly. He is on the agenda, so that's good get right there.
MySoxSummer, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. And you know what? I was going to upload a picture of the item that is in discussion, because if you've been playing along or following around at home, I had a little recent eBay adventure, and I want to, talk about it because I think that everyone will like to hear about it. Oh, shit. It's not coming up.
Oh boy.
I tried to put it up as a video.
Oh dear.
It's not a video, so that doesn't work. So anyway, here it
off
comes.
to a roaring start.
Listen, I ran out of time again today. So recently on eBay, I saw all sorts of stuff, and we'll talk about more of that. But I sold this, and it is a lighter. This is an actual lighter. It lights cigarettes, joints, crack pipes, whatever you want. And it's a Louis Vuitton looking thing. Now, I've been DCMA'd or whatever the fuck it is, shut down. And said you cannot sell this because I would put Louis Vuitton in the thing, and I sold two of them for like $70, and I paid $1 a piece for them. So anyway, they yes, I know.
This shows you what kind of work MSS puts in on the show. Just based its eBay store.
So it's a lot of work. So anyway, here's the little lighter at hand. This is what comes up. I get a message from a guy named Seth Bro, and he says brand new with dents and a hole, and I'm like very confused because I don't see the dents or the hole, but he did. And I said, hey, this is a lighter that looks like a purse. It's not a purse, just so you know. Like, the hole is like where the flames shoot out, or where you put the fluid into it so that, you can have a lighter. He says, I speak directly. I will not infer anything. I just knew nothing about it. Thank you for telling me. And I said, interesting. Oh, shit. Something. I skipped one. No, he said, no one said anything about a purse. And then he's like, I was speaking to the visual beaten up nature of the lighter. And I'm like, whatever. He goes, it's dented up. And what's the slot for? And I go, I don't know. It's the style of the lighter. They all look like that. It's not dented. Slot is for air intake. You aren't required to purchase it. Just move on. If it seems damaged to you, it's a 100% brand new. Thank you. He goes, I was asking because I want to purchase it. I'm not insulting you. You didn't manufacture it. And I'm like, okay. This doesn't seem like it's going in the right direction, but hey, it's $25. $25 is $25. So I said the messages had an accusatory tone, that I was being deceptive in how I described it. It's new. Thanks. He goes, I speak directly. I will not infer anything. I just knew nothing about it. Thank you for telling me. I was like, that's interesting. And so he purchases it on February 11th. February 11th.
So a little
and I go, thanks. I will send this out to you today. I do make a shipping label. I put it on the package. I take the package. I drop it off, not at the post office, because my post office is fucking closed and it has been for 2 years. Even though they say they're going to reopen it, it's not reopened. So I drop it off at a substation and they pick it up sometimes they don't. So he sends me a morning message the next morning at 9:11 a.m. and saying, if you could actually ship, that'd be great. Thanks. And then
hey, he said he speaks direct. All right. That's what you got right there. A direct speak right to you.
The next day, the 13th, he goes, okay, well, that was going to be a Valentine's Day present, but because you won't ship, I'm going to file a claim and get a refund. And I was like, okay. And he goes, thanks a lot for just holding my money hostage. And then he says, and it's really extra crappy that you would do this because you're right next door. You could have gotten it to me here on time. This motherfucker lives in Missouri. So I don't know what next door
state. Yeah, next door state.
I mean, kind of, I suppose. But like, listen, St. Louis is really fucking close too, but I wouldn't refer to it as next door. Like I wouldn't say, I'll get there. I said, hi, I can understand your frustration. Your product has been shipped. I can't control when and if the USPS scans the package. It's on its way to you. He goes, yeah, but it's not moving. It hasn't even shown up that they've received it. I'm going to file a claim. And then he posts the thing that says the tracking has been submitted, but nothing's happened. I said, I can't help that. It's been in their possession for over 24 hours. And I say, feel free to file a claim, because knowing full well you can't file a claim when the product is like in the midst of, like, before you even get it, you can't claim something. He goes, you say to contact them, they say to contact you. It's just a big circus. I did not say that. I said, feel free to file a claim. You do what you want to do, my man. Like, you live your life. You don't need to do this. And he said, it probably got stolen before it ever got checked in. And I go, oh, know where this is going. Know exactly where this is going. I know how Chicago is. I used to live in Illinois. The same thing happens here at the Kansas City hub. We got a really smart guy here. All right. So weekend goes through, don't get any messages. And of course, Monday is a holiday. So there's no mail Monday. So Tuesday he gets it. I'm at Costco with my daughters. I get a notification that it has arrived. In like 13 minutes after the package is received, he sends me a message. I'm absolutely returning this death trap and probably suing you. It burst into flames in a consuming fireball that I almost didn't get put out after I had to drop it. My carpet is ruined. And he says, aside from that, it won't take or hold fluid. It leaks out through everywhere, and it possibly can create a fireball that is the only way it lights. And I'm like reading.
So wait, let me ask you a question here. It doesn't take fluid. It does not take fluid.
No.
But he was able to light it.
He was able to light it and turn it.
It was a fireball, and it ruined his carpet without fluid, though.
Yes.
No fluid to get in there, but it was on fire.
It's also butane. So I don't know what fluid he's putting in there, but butane is a gas. So it's not, there's not an actual, it's just not, that's just not it. So anyway, I say, respond, because I just like doing this. I say, sorry to hear that. Hope you are okay. I've sold many of these with no issue, so it is pretty shocking. Can you provide pics of the damage and the lighter? That would be great. Thanks. And he's like, I sent a picture with my return request. You can't see what's wrong with the lighter. It's just very hard to fill. You waste a lot trying to fill it. And then it literally leaks from everywhere, and it causes it to burst into a fireball that won't go out until the fuel is gone. I am wondering at this point if he was just dumping Zippo fluid on top of this thing, trying to think it would just go in instead of just trying to put butane in. I don't know. We're not really sure. I go, I don't know. And he goes, I don't know if there's a hole in the fuel line or it's partially detached or what's going on, but I don't want to take it apart to find out, because then I can be blamed for it. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I don't see a return request at this time. He goes, I absolutely sent one. And then I sent him the emoji of the thumbs up, because I'm like, whatever, dude. If you don't do this, like, it's no big deal. And then I say, he goes, I don't know what keeps happening to my return request, so I'll have to contact eBay directly. It's a faulty product, man. And I sent him a message last night because I got the return request, and I go in to like do the return. And I'm like, I'm cool if I'll take returns back if people pay for the shipping. But because he claimed it was a defective product, now it's on me, and I have to pay this back. Now, this guy has threatened 4 times to file a claim, and he's immediately going to return this upon getting it regardless. Like, he's already said, I'm not keeping this product regardless. It's just not it. He's just making up bullshit excuses, which is fine. I don't care, but pay for the return shipping. So I mistakenly clicked the damn thing, and I say, fuck. Okay, here we go. And like, it's like, it's going to charge me. So I call eBay, and I say, eBay, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button. I don't want to do this. I just want him he can return it, and I will refund his money. I go, but I'm not paying for him to ship it back to me when he's threatened to do this like 6 times. He's going to return it anyway. I'm not paying for it. And they go, well, let me go see what we can do. And it's a call center in the United States, which was amazing. So if you need to talk to an American eBay person, call at 10 o'clock at night.
You talk to a bot.
No, I don't think so. And he didn't sound like a bot, because I don't know. He was jiving with me. So anyway, the guy goes, hey, I think I can help you out. Motherfucker just goes, we're going to refund his money. You get to keep the money. He's like, and it's just square. You've been with us for 21 years. So we'd like to keep you as a seller.
There we go.
Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool.
That's
but
nice,
I was still pissed, because I had sent him a message and said, please send me a picture of your damaged carpet. And I would also like to see a picture of the lighter because I want to see this fireball, right? I go, and I had said, the picture you attached to it, the lighter looks fine. It doesn't look like it was even caught on fire. It looks exactly the way that I sent it to you. And I said, and if after you send all this and the pictures of your damaged carpet, I will discuss the return with you further. Thank you. And so I've never heard back from him, shockingly, because he got his money back and he's probably like, I don't give a fuck anymore. But yeah, that's my eBay saga. And that was only 10 minutes. So
I was hoping you got a picture.
Yeah,
I was
really
hoping.
What was the price on the lighter? How much did he get back?
$30.
So he's running the scam for $30, probably over and over and over again, right? I would imagine.
Well, I mean, he paid it originally, so he's just getting his shit back. But now he gets it. Normally you'd have to send it back and then pay for shipping. So then that really, it's shocking that a $6 or $7 shipping stops a lot of people from returning stuff. They're just like, nah, I'm just gonna keep it. Like, I can't spend $7 after I spent $30. Well, that seems ridiculous.
Bridge too far.
Yeah, people are a little goofy. So yeah. Cheers, Seth, bro, you fucking prick. I definitely blocked you, so you can never buy anything from me ever again. And I only have 8 people in 21 years that I have fucking put on there.
Let's get a drink from Spags. From Spags, he says, "Saluti beef, Chorizy, and my fake Italian friend MSS." Cheers.
Yeah. Paisan.
I'm Fugazi, as they say in the Italian language.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Beef, how you doing tonight?
Guys, I'm good. I rolled forward a bunch of my banter topics that I never used from prior shows, and I realized I don't want to use any of them. I'm going to use something fresh. So I saw Jason Stark had an article out. I don't generally read Jason Stark, but someone noted that this article where he talked to a bunch of GMs and kind of surveyed front offices on a variety of things about the offseason. And the list I have for you tonight, boys, is according to Major League front offices, these are the worst free agent signings of this offseason. Are you ready to see them?
No.
I'm ready.
No.
Here they come, baby. Number 1 with a fucking bullet. Old friend alert, Dylan Cease from the Blue Jays got 13 votes. Kyle Tucker with the Dodgers, 8 votes.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso for the Orioles, 5 votes. Just to let you know, there was a second list of best free agent acquisitions, and Pete Alonso was tied for first in that as well. So kind of interesting that he was very divisive, I guess, in the free agent signings.
So did the Mets get 5 votes and use them all on Pete Alonso signing with the Orioles?
That could be the case. And then the next 3 are all Mets signings. Bo Bichette, Devin Williams, and Jorge Polanco is all the worst ones. Boys, what say you about this list? What do you think about Dylan Cease winning by a fucking mile? Are you guys surprised that Cease is considered the worst free agent signing by the front offices?
I feel like it was because it was right out of the gates and they kind of overpaid. It seemingly overpaid for Cease, like just immediately. And then there was so many free agent pitchers that just stuck around on the open market that in hindsight, it looks like that. But if Dylan Cease goes out and throws 200 innings and he's good on a team that wins a division, no one's going to give a shit. Like that's right. They don't care about that. So
you also go wire to wire and you almost win the World Series. And then that's your first acquisition. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like Dylan Cease ain't sexy. Like he didn't blow the doors off of anything in San Diego. And you're right, Chorizy. You probably couldn't have got him from cheaper, but also he's just not like, you're just not like, oh, that's a name. Yeah. Dylan Cease, Oh yeah. Right. That's who we definitely need to the final piece of the puzzle is this asshole that has vintage shirts and has a nice mustache, Okay, cool.
Trey says $200 million for a guy who throws 4 2/3 innings and walks 3 guys. Yeah, I guess that's what people were thinking. I was a little surprised that Kyle Tucker was second. I understand, like,
just because he's hurt.
The big mean Dodgers, but yeah, I wonder if that's what it is. MSS, like, you're paying the $60 million AAV, and it's like, is the guy even going to stay on the field? It's been 2 years in a row where the guy's been hurt.
It's like they just got like. The Dodgers just have fuck you money up the ass. So they're just, and it's almost like we'll just overpay for this just because we can. Sometimes you do that, like you get something, you're like, this is totally not worth it, but I'm going to fucking do it. Like when my wife took my kids to the fucking, a concert at Tinley Park and took a limo. Well, it seems a little excessive. But you know what? She had the money. Let's do it. Let's do it. Have a good time. Have a good time this one time. And then your husband will bitch at you for 6 months after.
Do you think it's partially because that signing is triggering a lockout? Do you think that's why it's one of the worst?
It's not the only factor, but I thought that, Trees. I thought it was just like, this is a jealous ass vote right here. The jealousy vote is the second place right there with all the Kyle Tucker shit for the eight votes there.
Let's get a drink real quick here because it's a beautiful one from our guy Jim. He says,
"What's
up,
up,
boys? Appreciate you. Let's have a show.
Cheers. Baby. Bless you."
I should have smashed the whole stout for that one.
Man, that's a lot. He can talk 4 times.
I should drink one more time for that tip.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think we had another drink.
Cheers.
Good comments coming through. Harp says, I don't see Murakami on that list. Yeah, you do not. Good. I mean, that's a good thing. No one kind of thought that was a bad signing. And it does say
Murataka. We gotta get on that for a second. You combine the first. I actually don't like I don't mind this. He combined the first and last name.
Yeah,
I kind of love it.
Manny Mitch says probably not worth it, but Cease goes every 5th day. That's what I thought too. Cease is very durable. When you're going to pay for something, it's going to be kind of reliable there. Lucky Spec says I'm shocked that Bregman wasn't on that list. I think with Bregman, the Cubs do this when they spend a lot of money
you in the fucking
because they did it with Dansby Swanson. They did it with Jason Hayward. Is they buy the guy who is a good defender, so there's like a baseline. So the front offices are never going to say it's like a big overpay. They always buy that kind of that guy with it. I'm not surprised to see Pete Alonso. I was surprised to see Pete Alonso considered number 1 because I worry about the big right-handed slugger guy who's this old, like still fucking hitting or whatever the fuck. But I don't know. I thought the list was interesting. Go check out the article. The Jason Stark article is pretty good about all this.
The Devin Williams. The Devin Williams. I can't imagine anyone thought that was a good signing.
What's funny is Devin Williams gets votes on the worst signing, but tied for the best signing was Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers.
Okay,
he was tied with Pete Alonso, and it's like, bro, closer for a lot of money to me is almost never a great signing. That's an okay signing that probably won't hurt you a lot of times. It's almost never great. Chorizo, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I was telling Quarantine before this. There's just so much that happens in a week now that like I can't even pick which thing I want to have banter about. Like it's just so much of a flood of ridiculous fucking shit in the world. I'm gonna rapid fire out some of these things, and if I have a question for you guys, you could just jump in. But I just had a lot of things on my mind.
All right.
So the first is this whole Olympics condoms thing. Like I don't know if you said they went through like 10,000 condoms.
Yeah,
they're
almost out like last week.
There's like 3,000 people there though. Like 3,000, and some people are like, "Oh, we keep them as souvenirs." That's bullshit. The 3,000 of the most confident people on the planet are locked together for a month. You don't think that they're each going to take like a handful of condoms? Like they're confident. They're like, I don't get why this is even surprising to anyone.
Young best athletes. I'm surprised it's not 100,000.
I was gonna say if it was 10 million. If it was 10 million, I would be shocked. So that one's aside. There's a couple little fighting ones that I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, Beef, you were worried about this previously, but Mike Tyson fighting at almost 60. When he was fighting Jake Paul, you were like he might die.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna fight a real boxer. The other guy's 48.
Yeah,
Floyd Mayweather, I believe.
Yeah, that's Floyd.
Does Tyson die, or does this never happen because he like refuses to take like a malaria vaccine or something?
I think it happens. I don't think Tyson dies though. Mayweather isn't that kind of fighter. He's like very surgical. Like he's gonna beat Tyson's ass. Don't get me wrong, and like move around. And this is gonna be like an impossible fight for Tyson. Like Tyson's gonna look old and slow and sad in this fight, but not like knocked out in his head. It just rolled off his body kind of style. It's not gonna be like. So I was worried about the big shot from Logan Paul because he's a big boy. Money Mayweather's just gonna dance around and beat him, but like it's gonna be in a kind of a more comical way.
So Mike Tyson lives. Is what I'm.
Yeah. I'm only excited if we're going to see Mike Tyson's big old ass again live on TV.
That was the only time on the Netflix where it wasn't like buffering. It was like it went
crystal
It
clear.
went to 4K. You didn't even need a 4K TV. His ass was in 4K. It was amazing.
like,
I still
right
got that on my
fucking
camera roll,
there.
by the way. We were shooting at Chorizy, and I saw it the other day when I was going through putting stuff on Instagram. I'm like, I'm going to find a use for the Mike Tyson ass picture at some point.
Another fight one, and I thought this was excellent shit talking. And covered as not shit talking. So Ronda Rousey is fighting Gina Carano. I don't know if you saw this.
Yep.
And so I don't know if you saw this video though. Ronda said she agreed to fight Carano after seeing Gina do an interview where, quote, she didn't look good. She gained an unhealthy amount of weight. My first thought was, oh my God, what can I do to help? And so she's like,
fat pig, I'm going to try to make you not so fat.
She needed a goal. So the goal would be to fight me. And I'm just thinking about her. That's she's just looking out for her friend. She wants her to be healthy, not a big fat fucking slob, is like basically what she's saying. I thought this was peak shit talking. I thought this was incredible. And I'm all for that level of like just kind of just getting under the skin and pretending that you're being helpful.
Two things there. John Schriffen gave me the exact same advice. Some of you guys remember we interviewed him. I said, I'm a little too husky. How should I trim down, John? He's like, you got to set a goal. You got to have something to be able to train for. So John Schriffen did the same thing to me as Ronda Rousey did to Gina Carano. And I don't know if you saw a picture. It's coming up to this fight of the two of them. Gina Carano looks good. She looks hot in the picture. I was like, oh shit. She must have got done being a fat ass, and she's looking right now.
Well, Ronda Rousey probably thinks she's fat just because she has some curve to her. Like Ronda Rousey is like this, like a straight stack of muscle, depressed muscle. But I don't like. I like this fight. I like that washed up women fighters are now being able to fight each other because it shouldn't just be a men's only thing. Like I want the women to go out and be.
They should be able to cash in. Yeah,
we are definitely like peak. Equal rights time right now. Like you should be able to cash in as an old person, either sex, and in the fighting game. I think it's going to be a good fight. Not good, like entertaining.
But entertaining for us. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a wardrobe malfunction to happen though for me to be really excited about it. So I'm surprised you even know who these people are. Chorizy, but I remember that Gina was in Star Wars, some Star Wars thing. So that's why you know who she is.
Plus,
but she's not. She got kicked out, all that stuff, right?
They were wildly popular too. Like now there's just a million MMA people. I can't keep track of all of them, but these were two like top of the game, very prominent. It's like not knowing like the big wrestlers of each generation. You know who they are.
Let me ask you guys this about Ronda Rousey. I think of her as like Jerry dated the one chick with the good lighting and a bad lighting. And to me, like Ronda Rousey and Danica Patrick fall into this category of where sometimes I see them and they look so hot. And sometimes I see them and I'm like, whoa, woof. Like you're looking horrible. And you guys got the same thing where it's like, the teeter-totter in their looks?
With both of that, those are two good calls on that. Gina Carano, on the other hand, always looking good.
She looks good. She's hot.
Yeah. Ronda though, like she had her moment. She had her moment when she was like cover girl on the ESPN mag and stuff. She was doing good, but like more so like after the kids stuff, wrestling, not so.
It didn't work.
No, I'm not.
All right, I got just another quick couple here. So there's just drinking map that we've been seeing the 13 U.S. drinking teams, and they break out the map into like areas, and no one has disputed that. Number 6 on this list, which is Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois, it just wipes out the entire rest of these competitors. But my question to you guys is, are we the weak link in this group?
We might be. We might be the weak link, Chorizo.
I think it feels like what we're drinking. What are we drinking? Like if it's beer, yes, 100%. Like but Minnesota doesn't. Minnesota doesn't drink a lot of beer either.
What do we? They don't drink a lot of beer. They invented hams.
I think that put that image back up there, Trees. Let's just get
Wisconsin is just way more beer.
The only thing I thought was that
Wisconsin is the leader in the clubhouse.
Yeah, by a mile. Yeah, that's the drunkest state by a fucking country mile. They're the blue chip athlete out of the group here, the 5 of us. But I was kind of looking, has Michigan gotten so far into the weed that maybe we passed them up just because of that? Like, they really embraced the weed a lot in Michigan. I don't know if we could pass them up because of that. Maybe.
I think
Indiana
that's a good call.
Indiana just sucks, though. I think probably right. Like until they get the Bears.
Not for this. This is just drinking, man.
Yeah, just drinking.
Think about our friends in Highland.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I put the picture of Slumpbuster where he's sitting there totally devastated. I put it on our Instagram story today.
That was probably after 600 drinks. That's right. All right, so we're the weak link. I'm pretty sure we're the weak link.
I think Baloney's with me that Michigan might be because of the
Michigan.
It's possible Michigan, but we're down at the bottom, Teresa. We're bottom 2 for sure.
All right, well let's give Michigan the bottom then. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Just a real quick one. I know you guys like to keep up on all the alien stuff through me, so I keep you informed of this stuff. But the alien Twitter, alien people are very excited right now because last week President Obama said that he believes in aliens. Yes. Now that was just the tip of the iceberg, though, because he was kind of like, hey, I think, with how huge the galaxy is, there has to be somewhere. He's like, I don't think we've ever come in contact with him. There's nothing at Area 51. That's all bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Today, someone wisely goaded Trump and said, hey, Obama said there's aliens. What do you think about that? And he was like, well, he's giving away classified information, isn't he? That's a bad thing to do. And so now, I mean, I think Trump was fucking around. If you watch the thing, he's obviously
having a joke with it. He's messing around.
But the alien community is like, it's out there now. He confirmed it. He's confirmed it by mistake. So it's an exciting times there. Now, a different part of his administration we'll get into real quick. RFK Jr. I keep tracking him.
Oh my
too,
god!
There's always stuff. He did this beautiful video with Kid Rock where they jerk off a bull and then drink the milk or something. I don't know exactly what's happening, but there's a scene in it.
Jeans. I don't know why.
So this is the thing, Beef. So he wears the jeans. He wears the jeans into the cold tub, and this has raised the question across the internet: is RFK Jr. a never nude? And if you're not familiar with never nudes, this is from Arrested Development. Tobias was a never nude, so he always they would be like, "You got to strip down to nothing," and he would have on these little jean shorts, and they'd be like, "No, you have to get naked." And he's like, "I am naked," because he's a never nude. And RFK Jr. getting in there with the jeans on, the world wants to know. So MSS, do you think he's a never nude? Do you think he wears those jeans all the time?
I've seen those text messages he was sending to that woman, like all the dirty things he wanted to do to her. He's definitely taking his pants off. Because you don't want a fucking jeans. Like
I think he does want a fucking jeans.
He might.
I saw him do leg curls. I saw him do leg curls and get into a goddamn cold tub in jeans.
I don't know how you get
he would fucking jeans.
I don't know how you get jeans are the worst fucking things when they get wet. They are the worst. Yeah. They're rough,
horrible, and
they don't dry right. No, I don't understand that. So maybe you're right. I don't know. He fucking sucks, dude. That was the weirdest fucking thing.
Maddie, you know what, man? We're drinking on this one. There's no money on this one, but we're drinking on this one. Thank you, Manny Mitch. Manny Mitch says RFK Jr. sticks the D out through the zipper hole.
He might get that crust all over your. Oh,
that's all I had for you boys. I wanted to get through some stuff. I'm like, oh shit, there is one more other thing, and I was just gonna say, I'm like, Luke, I got shit on my mind. Luke is running. Uncle Luke is running for Congress.
Yes, I saw this.
Man.
I saw that.
We're donating, right? We're running ads for him. We have nothing to do with Florida.
He can buy ads.
I feel like we need to get in touch with him, and he needs to have ads on our show. And we will. And I want all of you.
108 forming a super PAC for Uncle Luke.
He gave us Me So Horny. You owe it to him.
Okay. but I need a 108 theme song set to to Me So Horny, and then I'll run free ads. I'll write them free ads.
Band in the 108.
Yeah, something like
there
that.
We go.
Band on Facebook, yeah, or something. Yeah,
well,
I need that.
108 would have went well with USA, but good use of Facebook there.
Well, that's where we're been.
Why don't you pay some bills?
Go fuck yourself. Lent is just around the corner, and while you're giving something up, you shouldn't have to give up flavor. Whether you're observing Lent or just looking for the best catch in town, Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp has your Friday and every other day covered. From our legendary jumbo shrimp to our perfectly seasoned fried catfish, we've been serving up the city's favorite seafood since 1950. It's crispy, it's golden, and it's always Jesus approved. After all, he knew a thing or two about a good fish dinner. Remember, Lawrence's has 4 convenient locations for all your holiday feasting needs. 2120 South Canal Street, 3242 West 87th Street in Evergreen Park, 50 South Manheim Road in Hillside, 3248 Vollmer Road in Olympia Fields. Order ahead to avoid the wait at chicagoshrimp.com. And remember what Jesus said to his followers: follow me and I will make you fishers of men. But if you're just hungry, go to Lawrence's. Hell yeah. I mean, that just really takes the show down a little bit. Nice and easy. 36 minutes in on banter.
Before we get into the next segment,
yeah,
Mark puts in the comments, MSS is the best ad reader, no doubt. And I've been thinking about bringing this up as a rant because I remember there was a time when other podcasts would talk shit about you reading ads.
Yes.
And then if you try to listen to any of the other places where they try to read ads, they all fucking suck compared to you. You're so much better than them. Even people that get paid for a living to do this stuff. So everyone can kiss our asses. We do have the best ad reader. I agree with that. It's time for me to start getting in fights with everyone. We're heading out towards March. 108 turning time, Chorizy. I'm going to fight everyone's ass out there.
Now it's time. I don't think this is new.
Just starting here, Chorizy.
Just starting up, all right? Let's go.
And speaking of starting, guess what time it is, fellas? It's time for this or that. And I actually heard a song today that was based on this or that, the Black Sheep. They fucking have to be making a lot of money on that one song. That has got to be really impressive.
Great
like the
track.
amount of money. It is. It was a good jam, man. And
It's
like
their Ice
it's been
Baby.
ripped off so many times. If you're not familiar with this or that, where the fuck have you been? We've been doing this for a very long time. It's the longest, probably one of the longest running segments on the podcast, where we talk about the wares that I sell on eBay. I have an eBay store. People buy stuff from it, and I try to tell the fellas, hey, tell me which one sold for more. We decide we make a little game of it. Whoever wins, they win nothing. It is bragging rights. It's just like the 108 tourney.
But I hate losing.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's grab this drink real quick.
BeefLoaf is very, very upset about
I'm competitive. I don't like to lose.
Trey says, appreciate you guys almost as much as that eBay guy.
Seth, bro. Print the shirts.
It's Trey. Trey, buy some fucking bobbleheads from me, man. I got a shitload of bobbleheads I need to move, man.
I'm going to be giving away bobbleheads for comments. Trey. You already know that.
Stop saying that.
Just take the giveaways. Fuck MSS's cheap merchandise. You get it for free from me.
It's not cheap. It's not.
It doesn't explode on your carpet.
Allegedly.
Hey, without the fucking pictures, that never happened. I'm sorry. That guy's full of shit. All right, so here let's jump right into it. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one up. Remember, these are the last time we did this was in November. So these are Christmas sale, or actually it might have been August. I can't remember exactly where it was. Fucking Ian. Fuck you, Ian. So I haven't even sold Eloy, okay? And the Vaughn sold, so fuck you. All right, somebody already bought that. So don't even go there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're really coming after you now. I'm sorry.
Man. No, it's not a lady. It was a man. It was a man that got his hand blown up.
You don't know that Seth Bro isn't a lady.
Well, I do know Seth Bro's real name and his address. So, yes, I know he's not a lady.
Oh, threats are happening right now.
I actually have another one. I got another one right here. If I need to start, let's see if I can start myself on fire. Nope, no fire. Okay.
Oh, boo.
So we'll have to see how this works. But yeah, remember this is like we're gonna be in like there was a lot of holiday sales. So this was when the first one's up is a Chicago White Sox MLB baseball new era 1980s snapback Christmas hat, which is on the left. On the back, where the snapback was, it says Christmas over it, and on the side of the hat there was a Christmas tree. Going up against an Oscilloscope Laboratories Krampus ugly Christmas sweater, size large. So we're gonna start. Let's start with Loaf. Loaf, you go first. What sold for more? The White Sox 1980 snapback Christmas theme. And I don't think it's supposed to say 80s. I think it's supposed to say 90s because I don't think that logo was released till 91. So I think it's supposed to say 90s versus the Krampus ugly Christmas sweater. Off. I know.
These are always the ones where I get tricked, Chorizo, because I look at the Krampus and like, that looks wild. I've never seen anything like that in my entire fucking life.
It is wild.
And he'll sell that for $7.99. This stupid hat, this Christmas version of the hat, $83.47. So I'm going with the hat, even though I would never put that hat on in my entire fucking life. You would not catch me dead with that fucking hat.
Beef, the only thing that's keeping me on the hat idea here is that he claimed it was a 1980s hat and the logo had before the logo had come out. So someone probably thinks this is a pro
traveling hat. It traveled back in time. Okay, yeah, no, that's
back in time.
Or so I don't know which one. But MSS, I have a question for you. What terrifying thing is that sitting on? Because it looks like some kind of melted head.
Oh, it's a gargoyle, I bet.
Hold on, I'll get it. It's right here.
Also got burnt up by that lighter.
But Beef, I can't. The picture of the Krampus sweater it's not close. Okay, it's a Frankenstein. Okay,
it's a Frankenstein blow mold, which is worth like $50. But I was like, dude, I got to keep that motherfucker because it's good for the hats. I put the hats on.
No, it looks awesome.
The Krampus is interesting. I don't know the quality of it. It looks kind of shitty, to be honest. But I'm gonna say I'll go ugly Christmas sweater because I think if this was November, people are last minute shopping. They're gonna pay a little more for it, and MSS rips someone off.
Yeah, well, that's what I try to do. I tried to do that as I explained at the beginning of the show. The White Sox Christmas hat, picked it up at a garage sale, $79.99. It had the tags on it still. The Oscilloscope Laboratories Krampus ugly Christmas sweater, $49.99.
Oh. I had a beat on that one. The Krampus was more than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Point Loaf. All right, this is 1-0. Next up. Number 2. These are jerseys. I have a Reebok Authentic Patrick Kane Chicago Blackhawks 2009 Winter Classic jersey versus a Chicago White Sox Jack Parkman Majestic Authentic jersey in size 60. And if you're not familiar with who Jack Parkman is, he is the White Sox player from Major League 2. He had the little shimmy that made the girls puke. Remember that? And everyone remembers that.
Damn right.
I just see so many of those Parkmans that I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it went real expensive. Like I feel like they're all over the park all the time, and people have such fucking hard-ons for Patrick Kane, even though he hasn't been on a team in forever. I'm gonna go Kaner jersey.
Okay, Kaner. BeefLoaf.
You know what? This is where the trick comes in because the Kane's a no-brainer Hall of Famer, possibly the best American hockey player of all time. Homegrown guy, 3 titles, a beautiful fucking looking jersey. And you're like, that thing ought to be worth 20 times this goofy Jack Parkman jersey. And then you realize there are idiots out there who love Major League 2 and they're going to buy a Parkman. So I'm going Parkman because it's such an inferior product, but some knucklehead spent way too much money on it.
So you went with the Parkman?
Yes.
Okay. The Patrick Kane jersey, $399.99. Apparently, it's a very rare jersey. I don't know why. I don't know how, but
it's the Winter Classic because it's Winter Classic.
Winter Classic. The Jack Parkman jersey, authentic, majestic jersey, $249.99. Only $150 cheaper, but still. I'm telling you, these are authentic jerseys. These are like the actual ice, not worn on the ice, but these would be the same ones that they would wear like on the ice and on the field. So that's a hard one. So Chorizy points on that one. But yeah,
Wow,
I would have kept.
Parkman.
I would have kept the Jack Parkman, but it was just a couple sizes too big. I would have kept that.
That's fucking both of those are crazy.
Right?
I was waiting for $49.99 for the Parkman.
$49.99. Man, you crazy, bro. You crazy. All right. Number 3, Loaf, you're up first.
All right.
I got a 1990s vintage Chicago Bulls NBA starter coat. It's a hooded pullover. It's the one that was really popular. Quarter zip. It's a size 2XL. Up against what I believe to be an actual Sparky Sun Devil game worn jersey that I found pictures and photo mashed it to the pictures. So this is a mascot jersey that the Arizona State Sun Devil wore on the field. Got the Patrick Tillman number on there. I found it at a thrift store on the south side of Chicago. I have no words. I don't know why, but which one do you think sold for more? The Bulls jacket?
You told us about this
mascot jersy.
You told us about this before, that when you found it. So I'm very interested.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. I know Beef's first.
You know what? You hyped it so strong, but no one knows anyone who played football at Arizona State. You can't name 5 guys that played football at Arizona State. That's how no one cares about it. Yeah, and they're like, who played? Cam Scatterbows just came out of there, right? Those are the 2 you can name. And anything Bulls,
Jake
especially
Plummer.
that era, especially fucking starter jackets. People are going gaga for this shit. So I'm going with, even though it's plain and you gave it no hype and you say, oh, it's a starter jacket, whatever. It's the Bull starter jacket that's going to wallop this fucking jersey that you're so excited about.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you put a starter jacket up, you better have a second starter jacket up, because I'm always going to take the starter jacket. So
all right.
I'm going starter too.
Well, boys,
or is there some huge cum stain on the back of that starter jacket you didn't?
No. I sell top notch stuff. So,
motherfucker, that's what almost what he said.
Top.
So I want to just preface this by saying that both these items sold for a good amount of money. The Bulls jacket 2XL sold for $250. The Sparky jersey sold for $350.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Neither one of you points.
We need to know about this person that bought this. They have to be a furry. They have to be a furry. Like, that's the only thing that will make any sense.
Listening to these prices, Chorizy, you realize MSS is in some money laundering scandal, right? None of these things are worth any of this shit. $250 for Jack Parkman's jersey. Kiss my balls, all right? No way.
Sometimes I do wonder if I am involved in somebody wasting money on the internet, but I don't think that that's necessarily the case.
Has no more. You can't shove any more cash in the bank. He's got to buy these treasures from you.
Now, I will say this: the Arizona State jersey was listed for $650, so I took $300 less than I wanted for it originally. Yeah. But I was like, I don't think I'd had it up for like, I think 6 months, not 6 months, like probably 4 months, and hadn't even had anybody like ask a question about it. So I'm like, I'm going to take $350.
I can't believe you had the balls to list that for $650.
I want to know what the litmus test was for. Okay, because I know you haven't seen this on eBay sell before. So what were you looking at that said this is probably worth $650?
I was looking up other like college mascot, game-worn college mascot stuff. And then you also just go, I'm just going to fucking take a risk, because you can always go down in price. You can't ever go up, right? So you don't want to put it down at, like, you don't want to say, oh, I'll put it for $350, and then I end up selling it for $150. It's like I put it at $650, and then somebody goes, well, I'll offer him $350. And then it looks like a good deal to him, but I'm out in the side going, you know what? I like this. So, yeah, I think I thought it was a decent price. I think it did a good job on that. That was a good one. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, and I don't want to tell the IRS what I paid for it.
No.
It was pretty good. I did a good one. It was just, it's the most shocking thing that I've ever bought at a thrift store. And just been like, I don't know why I have this. How could I find this? Like, the other stuff I can understand. This one I could not understand.
Jeff T says the mascot had this stolen. Had to wear number 12 the next game. Great work.
I don't know if you saw MSS, but back.
I did see that.
Phoenix Suns gorilla bought it.
The Phoenix Suns girl wears a sweet ass like warm up jacket. I love that fucking thing, man. That was one of the most like low effort mascots ever, like costume wise. But like he did a lot of shit. He does some good dunks.
Yeah, but dominate.
Yeah. Next up,
Ditka.
we got a Chicago Bears Mike Ditka Mitchell and Ness jersey, the 1966 NFL Legacy jersey. That's on the left there. Versus on the right-hand side, the Nike on-field Mike Ditka, number 89 Chicago Bears alternative game jersey. Which one do you think sold for more? I think it's BeefLoaf, right?
No, it's
Chorizy-E.
Yeah, it's Chorizy.
I'm going with me and Harper on the same one. The little orange number 89. That's the weirder one. That's the one that I feel like someone's like, oh, I need this. I need to have this.
It's unique. Okay.
Yeah.
Loaf, you gonna go with that, or you gonna step aside? And try
I like the idea there of like the uniqueness. However, to push the price up, you need the one that looks like a football jersey from the Bears were dominating when he was coaching. See, a lot of the people that want to watch him play back in the day, they're either not with us or they don't have money for eBay, man. They're trying to pay healthcare costs. But the people that are our age that remember the clutch, they would want a clutch jersey that looks like the 85 Bears. And so I'm going to go with the one with the normal, the white letter there jersey.
Yeah. It's a little different because it doesn't have the GSH on the sleeve.
Oh, no patch. Okay.
Yeah, there's no thing on there because back when he played, they didn't have that. So,
yep.
The one on the left, the Legacy, sold for $89.
Wait, which one's which?
The one on the left is the
orange. I don't know which one you're calling left.
Oh, orange is on the right. Orange is on the right.
Yeah, orange is on my right.
Yeah, that's on my right too. So the Legacy is the white yield numbers.
Yeah,
that's sold for $89. The on-field alternative is the orange jersey. It's sold for $89.99. So Chorizy, you win on that one.
Son of a bitch.
99-cent win.
Baby. I knew it all along.
$1 win, huh? All right.
Yep. Well, not even a whole dollar. Not even a whole dollar.
I will get even for this. All right.
All right. Next one is good. I'm glad Loaf is first because I know he's a man that likes old media. It's 2 CDs. And folks, these sold in 2025, 2026. I sold 2 CDs in the Lord's year of 2026. On the left is a Florence and the Machine MTV Unplugged CD DVD combo. Okay.
Wow.
So there was a DVD in there and a CD. Versus it's called Wipeout XL and it is the future sound of London. And it features some of the first stuff from Daft Punk, the Chemical Brothers, Prodigy, and other rave like fucking electronica shit. So which one sold for more, Loaf? Florence and the Machine or Wipeout?
Let me tell you something. The unplugged CDs, they didn't always come out with them. MTV did not always produce them. They're kind of a rare. And then like if they didn't produce them, you had to chase around, these little EPs or whatever to try to catch a song here or there for your favorite band or whatever. However, the electronic one looks like a total import. Looks like something that was probably not pressed very many of these. And if you're looking for like original shit for a lot of these groups in there that are really fucking popular, I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with the electronica CD. I feel like that fucking thing is rare. And the people that are into that music are really looking to hunt that motherfucker down.
All righty.
I mean, Beef, I agree with you 100% here because like the electronica stuff, like that was huge in the UK. And so here, like if someone's buying it here, they didn't have access to this. And so this is something that's kind of special. And like they wanted to get this. They knew somebody who had it, or they know all these bands and they've never even seen this. So they're excited by it. So yeah, I would agree with you. However, there's no fun if we keep doing the same thing. So I'll take a different approach on this and say that the Florence and the Machine Unplugged is from someone who is a huge Florence and the Machine fan and a completionist. Like they need everything that they've made on CD. And like you said, the Unplugs weren't usually broadly distributed. They didn't make a ton of them a lot of the times, other than the Nirvana one. right? And so I'm going to say that
Jay-Z.
maybe this one isn't like as popular of a release, and someone just needed it to complete their whole collection, and nobody has CDs anymore, so they went and bought this. So I'll say Florence and the Machine.
All right. The Florence and the Machine unplugged CD DVD combo went for $53.99. The Wipeout, The Future Sound of London, $29.99. Chorizo is gonna take that one.
Son of a.
The way you sold it in the beginning, Loaf, I was like, he's going with the unplugged. And no one was more shocked than me than when I looked up the Florence and the Machine CD and I was like, these motherfuckers are going for $80. Like, this is ridiculous. How the fuck? So I'm like, I'm gonna list this thing for $59.99. And then I put a 10% discount on there and somebody bought it immediately. So good job. Chorizo.
Next time you get a CD like that, man, you let me know though. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
All right, we got the jerseys going. People like, and
go.
this is something that's it's interesting. If you do resale, which everyone seems to be doing these days, the Broncos having a good playoff run really helped me because this jersey had been sitting in my store for like a year and a half, and no one had bought it. And I had gotten it for pretty cheap. I think I paid like $30 for it, but it's a Nike like Pro Line jersey. So
great.
it was like, it was really nice. It was like had coffee on it or something. And I cleaned this motherfucker up like a nobody's business. And I fucking sold it. And I will tell you what I sold it for here in a minute. But I have the authentic Nike Pro Line Denver Broncos Bill Romanowski jersey, size 52, which is a 2XL,
My God.
versus a brand new with tags, as you can see, Miller Lite / Mitchell and Ness collab baseball batting practice jersey, which is a men's size small. So,
right.
Chorizo, which one do you like in here, Broncos or the Mitchell and Ness jersey?
I want a little hint here. Like so the email address of the person that bought the Romanowski, did it happen to have @balco.com at the end of it?
No.
Okay.
That's fair. So
I was wondering where the money was coming from and how deep the pockets were. I mean, I like the idea. Like, I feel like you had the Romanowski way overpriced, and then during the Broncos playoff run, someone gave in and bought it.
Mm-hmm.
But Mitchell and Ness is always expensive as fuck. And I see that you have the tag prominently out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go the Miller Lite jersey.
Okay. Beef, you going to go Miller Lite or you going Romanowski?
You know what? Chorizy's logic there is extremely sound. But I don't know, the Miller Lite jersey just doesn't look that great to me. Like the Romanowski, tremendous piece of crap. Like just like a huge jerk off. But I would think there's probably Romanowski fans out there, Broncos fans, as you mentioned, and it's a beautiful looking jersey. Like I'm going Romanowski jersey, even if I hate his guts.
All right. The Romanowski jersey sold for $195. The Miller Lite and Mitchell Ness batting practice jersey sold for $125. So Loaf, you got that.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think the person that bought the Romanowski jersey had 11 feedback comments, and the person that brought the Miller Lite jersey had 1. This might been their first time they'd purchased something on eBay, or second time they purchased something on eBay. So I really hope, and it was a woman that bought it. Well, I thought that was pretty interesting too. I was like, huh. And maybe she bought it for her like skinny ass boyfriend. I don't know, but yeah,
Who knows?
got this pretty sweet jersey though. I when I came across that at the thrift store, I was very happy. All right, number 7, we're going Back to the Future. We got Back to the Future themed toys, collectors things here. On the left is the Hot Wheels Back to the Future time machine, DeLorean Hot Wheel. It is like I think it's like 1-60 or 64-1 or something, some bullshit. Versus the Back to the Future Part 2 hoverboard 1:5 scale replica, which was only available in the Loot Crate thing that people sign up for. Loot Crate is like a collector's thing. They'll send you some like, I think there's like food, and then there's like t-shirts, and then there's like toys, and they're only available in the Loot Crate. So they that will come out like every month. So this was something that came out in that. The Back to the Future Hot Wheel was available at your local Walmart. So Loaf, Who are you going with here? The DeLorean or the hoverboard?
I'm going to be honest with you. I totally zoned out when you were explaining those. So I'm going hoverboard because it's pink.
Okay.
And it's got some green. It's colorful. And it brings me joy to look at it. But I didn't hear a word you said. So go ahead.
All right.
Well, you should have listened because he really oversold the hoverboard being in the loot crate.
Yeah.
And that you could get the Hot Wheels thing at Walmart. But only one of these has a really big brand attached to it. And so I'm going to say that it's the Hot Wheels that's the more expensive one.
All right. And you would be right, Chorizy. The Hot Wheels Back to the Future Time Machine DeLorean sold for $13.49. And the Loot Crate exclusive hoverboard sold for $11.99. So not a huge gap. Now, I had the hoverboard at one point on prominently displayed on my desk because I thought it was cool too. And then after a while, I was like, what the fuck I need this for on my desk? I'm going to sell this. And I got $11 for it. So go me. So Chorizo, you're
got to be able to pick up those $11 bills, Chorizo.
He 3D printed that fucking hoverboard.
He's got 1,000 of those in his basement right now.
From a loot crate.
Listen, I got something to show off to you guys next time I see you that I 3D printed and then painted. It looks dope as fuck. I cannot wait to show it off.
Is it a lighter?
Nope, it is not a lighter. It will not ruin your new carpet.
Turns into a big fireball.
It will not ruin your carpet. And then I'll refuse to send me the pictures of your ruined carpet. Next up, yes, people buy used water bottles. And I have a Gatorade 30-ounce GX water bottle in marble, pink, and purple versus a Gatorade 30-ounce GX water bottle in just red. Now, you're probably thinking, MySoxSummer, why did you buy used water bottles? Because if you want to buy one of these brand new, they're like $35. Like my nephew wanted one. They're like, hey, if you ever see these, buy him one. He needs one in black. And I found one and I got it for him. And I was like, do these really sell? And yes, 2 of them did sell. So Chorizo, which one are you picking here? You want the marble, pink and purple, or do you like the red Gatorade water bottle?
Now, a question for you in your listing.
Yes.
With the red one, did you put some shit like used by Michael Jordan or something?
Nope.
Like make it sound like
I did not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go.
I didn't even write rare.
I'm gonna go the tie-dye shit over on the left there.
Alrighty.
Oh man.
Is that what you were going to do, Loaf?
Yeah, I want the purple and pink and all that mess right there. That's really that's a BeefLoaf standard. I see what Chorizo's doing about the red one. Like if you said, oh man, Derrick Rose edition, a bottle or whatever the fuck. Yeah, you can pump up the price even if it's total bullshit.
I didn't do that.
Man, I'm gonna go with the same one Chorizo did. I hate to go same, but I have no feelings towards that red thing over there. So.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart move because the marble pink and purple sold for $24.99 and the red one sold for $19.99. So only a $5 difference, but yeah,
everybody wins.
I have a Serena Williams one of these that's brand new and it comes with a pin, and I think it's about the same price as the $24.99 one. That has not sold. That was brand new, never been sucked on. These used and people fucking bought them. So I don't understand.
These have been sucked on a lot. They've been very sucked.
The red one, you could actually see where the person's name was on the lid before I magic erasered it out of there, but you could still see it. And I was like shocked that fucker sold. These were like just about ready to be donated, and then they fucking sold. So pretty impressive. All right, number 9. We're back. Loaf, you're up first.
Yep.
We're back in the Thomas stuff. On the left, or the gray vehicle, is the Thomas and Friends Troublesome Truck, and it's NIB, which means new in box. Loaf.
Oh, I thought Nativity in Black. I thought that's
yeah.
Versus shit. The other one, which is a Thomas and Friends D199 Diesel, which is also NIB, new in box.
I like that.
Which one do you think sold for more money? BeefLoaf.
Man, I'm gonna say that North Carolina blue baby right there is a badass. That's the one I like. I would, if I were buying, I'd buy that UNC blue one for sure.
Okay. Chorizo?
I like what Beef said because it looks nice, but I'm gonna go with the Indiana Jones cart in the back there. The nondescript kind of like probably carries coal thing. That's the one I want.
Yeah. Well, it's a troublesome truck. I don't know what that means because I never watched that Thomas and Friends stuff because I was probably doing drugs when that was like really popular. So the Thomas and Friends troublesome truck, new in box, sold for $114.99. The Thomas and Friends D199 diesel, not a bad price, but not $114. Sold for $49.99. So Chorizo, first one to hit 5. The troublesome truck, I don't know why, but like it just sold right before Christmas, and I'm pretty sure it went to England. So a lot of these stuff is going overseas. So not really paying $114.
Your kids never watched Thomas the Train?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Bonita watched it a little bit when she was younger. I mean, it was years ago, obviously. So
Right.
I'm a little bit familiar with it.
Okay. So yeah, no, we didn't see none of that stuff. All right. So hey, let's get to the next one here. What's 10.
The score here before we go on to the next
It's
one?
5-2. And we only have 5 more to go. So you could conceivably
I'm in trouble.
catch back up if Chorizo fucks up. So we'll see. So this is
like an area where we could. So let's see what it does.
Sometimes you upgrade. Like you guys know, I upgraded to T-Mobile and I got rid of the surfboard modem that I've been using since 2014 because it still worked. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if these things even sell on eBay. So I just threw it up there. And that is going up again. That is a I'll just give you the great thing.
He was about to tell us how much he sold it for.
No, I wasn't. It's the Aris.
I would appreciate that.
8200 surfboard. It's a 3.1 cable modem, and it's in white. And that's going up against a lot of 6 Melissa and Doug hand puppets with the plush heads. Now, your boy has been like trying to downsize in his basement. Both these things would have just been donated, but I was like, maybe I'll be able to sell them and make some money. And I did, and they sold. So, Chorizo, what are you going with first here? Or what are you going to pick? The modem or the Melissa and Doug hand puppets?
Which garbage is worth more? The modem is
done that, Trey.
The modem is trash. That I'm looking at that thing. That shouldn't be worth more than $6 to $7. And if someone paid more than $6 to $7, I want to send them a strongly worded message. Like, it's what the fuck's wrong with you? But also, hand puppets are fucking weird, and I don't know why someone needs them. I'm gonna say that in total, those went for $6.40, which beats out the $5.80 you got for the modem.
All right, BeefLoaf. Puppets or modem?
I mean, I'm trailing, so I hate to agree with Chorizy, but I'm with him. I got to go with the hopefully not cummed on hand puppets for being the higher sold. If they were cummed on MSS, I'm not blaming you necessarily.
Oh no,
I would choose less, but I think you would keep a clean ship there.
Beef not on, but in. That's the.
Well, it's crunchy inside. There's nothing we can do about that. All right, no return policy on that.
All right. So the surfboard cable modem sold for $24.99.
Wow.
You can get a brand new one for $8. What the fuck are these people doing?
Listen, I was just shocked. If you put Xfinity, they're like Xfinity cable modem in there, people fucking flock to that shit. It sold. I'm not kidding, Chorizy. It sold within 3 hours of me listing it. Like, that's like how quickly it sold. People like still want these. I don't know why. The person has not complained. So
there must be parts. There must be parts inside of it that are worth it.
But the Melissa and Doug hand puppets, a lot of 6 sold for $29.99. So you guys are both correct in that one. The hand puppets beat out the surfboard. So. You know, hey, listen, don't
that you got $53 out of all this junk is just amazing to me.
The same guy used it.
Pretty amazing.
He dialed up some porn and jerked off with those puppets. You're running a disgusting business.
You take it easy. What people do with things after they purchase it from me does not involve me. I don't even worry about it.
FBI, we did not do this. Just MSS.
Next
Star
up,
Wars.
number 11. I put this in for you, Chorizy. There is this is Mick's gonna love this. This is listed as rare Chicago Transit Authority CTA 3 pairs of socks. One is the Indian and Native American socks. You have the CTA Pride socks, and then the holiday version CTA socks. I got all three put up in a lot. Versus the brand new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker opening night pins that are exclusive from Walt Disney World. Now, Walt Disney, like they have like the little Mickey Mouse backer on them, so they're made by Disney and whatever. There's 2 of those though, so 2 of the pins versus 3 pairs of socks. Okay, so there was 2 pins that were sold in this lot. Okay, so what are you thinking? I think it's Loaf, right?
Yeah.
Is it me? I'm 100% going to socks. I mean, the Star Wars. I'm surprised there would be Star Wars people buying anything from you. I would think they would want to go to legitimate outlets to get this stuff, and like, I just don't see it. Like, but the CTA socks is a local thing. There's not a lot of them, and they can be chased around like this, you know. Like, so I'm going to go socks.
It's rare because I put rare in the title, so you know it's rare.
And I believed it actually. I believe your rare title. Yeah.
Yep.
Now the problem, Beef, with the Star Wars thing is that everyone hates that fucking movie. So you have to find someone who's happy that there was an opening night for that movie, right?
Okay.
I'm probably one of the people that like it the most, and I don't really like it. It's probably it's like 8th on my list of the 9 movies.
Damn.
Oh man, but it's Star Wars, and I can't go against Star Wars. I think that's always the moneymaker. So I'm gonna go with the pins. People love pins. I'll go Star Wars pins.
They do love the pins. There's like a lot of trading groups for the Disney people. Unfortunately, this isn't one that people really like because the CTA socks sold for $19.99, and the 2 Star Wars pins sold for $15.98.
Yeah.
Wow! So
comeback trail, baby.
We got Loaf is sneaking up on you. It's 3-5.
Those
Loaf.
socks look so small, man. I was looking at it, I was like, man, no way I can get a foot in one of them socks.
No, they're definitely not fitting your 15.
Not for our size.
They're definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. Number 12. This is an interesting one. You guys might like this. If
this
you're
is the guy holding up the shirt, Teresa. It's the same product.
Now, if you look at the logo, though,
they're the same picture.
Logo. They're not the same logo. If you look at them, one's gray on the inside,
right.
One's black. But all the same, basically the same thing. We have a Mitchell and Ness, Chicago White Sox Carlton Fisk batting practice jersey, which is in black, up against a authentic Mitchell and Ness 1993 Chicago White Sox Bo Jackson batting practice jersey. So you got Fisk going against Bo Jackson. Both are the same size. Both are size 4XL. And yeah, they sold right before Christmas. Chorizo.
You could tell the Carlton Fisk one because it's run through a cornfield. It's
got a little vodka on the shoulder, you know.
It's got Tito's and a corn stalk on it.
What do you think of Chorizy? You got Bo Jackson.
I want to make it easy for
Fisk?
Beef. Beef hates Bo Jackson just like you do. So I'm going to take the Bo Jackson one and make it easy. He could take the Fisk one.
All right. Loaf.
First off, K-Dog says MSS buy 20 of these when he said he didn't buy any jerseys. Yeah, you did that one reveal where you showed all the shit that you bought from the garage sale. Said you didn't buy any jerseys and you bought a bunch of jerseys. You fucking lied. No, Second, I said Bo Jackson's overrated, Treasy, which would feed into idiots wanting to pay more for his jersey when he was here for like a year and a half and didn't do shit versus Carlton Fisk, who's one of the franchise's best players. Now I'm going to take Pudge. Yeah, Hall of Famer. I mean, Hall of Fame. Yeah. I'm going to take Pudge, and I'm going to laugh when the Bo Jackson one's higher because Bo Jackson kind of sucked when he was with the White Sox.
We'll get ready to start chuckling because that Mitchell and Ness Carlton Fisk batting package jersey went for $59.99. The Chicago White Sox Bo Jackson batting practice jersey went for $125.
Most overrated player.
Oh.
My God. So overrated.
Why didn't you get that autographed, MSS? You could have sold for even more.
Yeah. Funny man. You're a funny man. All right, Loaf. I think you've been mathematically eliminated. There's only 3 left. Actually, if you get these next 3 and your brother fucks up, you could tie. You could tie.
It's 5-3 or no, it's 6-3. Yeah, so I'm losing by
6-3. Right? So you got to get these next 3. So
that's not gonna happen. But let's just play it out. Who cares?
All right. So on the left, we have the Chicago White Sox Chorizy-E game used batting helmet. Yes, I'm just as shocked as you that somebody bought a Chorizy-E batting helmet. I've also sold 2 of them, so that's pretty interesting that somebody was really that into
Chorizy-E.
How much money does Chorizy-E have? What can he afford to pay?
but definitely to people in Texas, so they're definitely Astros fans, where Chorizy-E originated.
Yeah,
up against an actual stadium-flown City of Chicago flag from U.S. Cellular Field. Well, I'm sure it was because that was probably when was created, but it is from the G rate. So I have a stadium flown flag, which is 4 foot by 6 foot, or a Chorizy-E game used batting helmet.
I have a question. Was it a Chicago flag that the Barstool Chicago guys had started where they were going to have all their guests sign it?
Yes.
And it had Ice Cube, Ozzie Guillen, and us sign it.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah. No one else signed it.
We have to get our hands on that. I can't remember
we
if
had that
Chicago flag. I can't remember if it's a Chicago flag or a Barstool flag.
It's a Barstool Chicago flag.
Okay, it's the Barstools in there. Yeah, we need to get that.
We need to get that. Yeah,
it's us, and then there's one other. But did they just get somebody really big?
I thought it was either
it's Ice Cube and Ozzie Guillen,
and then
Ice Cube, Ozzie Guillen, and us.
But I thought they got some quarterback, college quarterback came in right before at the new office.
You're thinking
you're confusing 2 things.
Oh no,
us, the green room. The only people that drank in the green room were us and Jameis Winston.
Okay, that's what I thought. Jameis Winston signed it too. Yeah. Okay.
Inevitably, I don't understand the market for the game used batting helmet in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to go with the flag just because I do understand why people would want to buy a flag like that. So I'll buy that.
Okay.
Beef. The only reason I can't go with the flag is because apparently they folded this up and then buried it under the stadium for 25 years.
It's all wrinkled in it.
Gets those creases in it.
Iron that fucking thing before you sell it, MSS. If I lose because of that, I'm going to be upset.
I'm going to go with the Chorizy-E plus dildo attached to it helmet. That one.
That's the flap. Yeah, the Chorizy-E game used batting helmet sold for $224.99.
God.
The White Sox stadium flown flag sold for $250. So Loaf, you got it.
That's upset.
All right, it's 4-6.
We did it.
All right, you got one. You got one. You only need 2 more.
Well, I'm going Oppo, whatever Chorizo does here, as he goes first. So
all right, Chorizo. It's a battle of the bobbleheads.
Don't make me pick that pervert.
First up, you got Ralph Macchio as Karate Kid doing the crane kick in a New York Islanders jersey. So yeah, it's the Karate Kid bobblehead that the New York Islanders gave.
He looks high as fuck in that. Look how he looks.
It's a bobblehead.
He looks. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Trees are going to get canceled.
Verse the Rocket, Roger Clemens autograph bobblehead from the minor league team, the Orem Owls, who are a minor league team for the New York Yankees. But now the thing about the Roger Clemens bobblehead is one of his arms is actually a rocket with a baseball on it.
Yeah.
So, and that bobbles too.
That's what he uses for the statutory raping. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
Continue.
Yeah. So that's it. It's the Karate Kid versus the Rocket. Which one are you taking, Chorizo?
So, I mean,
it's a tough choice.
It's obviously post brain injury Ralph Macchio, but
How can you put that? How can you put that up in your house and have people seriously look at it? Look how he looks.
Either one of these. Either one of these. But I'm gonna say, just so that Beef could not have to take him, I'm gonna take the Roger Clemens piece of shit asshole one because I think minor league there's probably way less of these made, so I'll say it's rare.
It's autographed.
I'm gonna. Who gives a fuck? And I'll take the Roger Clemens.
All right, you're going with Rocket. Beef, you gonna go Oppo?
I'm going Oppo, and let me just put this out there, MSS. If you happen to stumble upon another one of these Machios, assuming this doesn't sell for some exorbitant price, hang on to it. We need it. In the midst of us.
We need as many of these as we can get.
We need these hanging around in the background of stuff, you know.
We need the Ralph Macchio.
I ain't heard no bell. That's what he looks like.
Johnny kicked the fuck out of him in the head right before this.
All right. So the Ralph Macchio Karate Kid bobblehead, $54.99.
Let's go.
The Rocket Roger Clemens autograph minor league bobblehead, $44.99. So Beef,
new faith in humanity. New faith.
You are one away from tying.
The Macchio is so funny, man.
To push us into overtime, but we have no overtime, so this is
Beef,
it will end in a tie.
Yeah.
It'll be like kissing your brother.
Yeah,
I will take whatever you don't take.
All right, sounds good. The pressure's on now. The pressure's on.
Final 2 items.
Oh God. Why?
There's nothing that brings the internet together like being a bunch of horny little freaks.
First up,
I will take the porno.
Yeezy slides. They're black. They're the YS01s. They're men's size 14, new in box. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but
you own these.
Yes, I do. I'm wearing them right now. Kanye West made slides, and sold them on his website. The shipping is notoriously horrible. I ordered something last February. I still don't have it. But the black slides did come in, and the size 14s were just a little too small for your boy. So I put those up and kept the 15s. Owing up against, it's called Barbara Many Nights of Pure Pleasure vinyl LP. It's an X-rated sex record. That like people tell sexy stories on a record, which I'm assuming blind people jerk off to, because that is the only person that I could think of.
I gotta be blind.
Even back then, like I feel like this.
I found use all your senses, to be aroused. There's nothing wrong with that.
I found this in a lot of 3 other triple X rated vinyl records, and I bought all of them. And so this sold. So we're gonna go with the Yeezy slides versus the Barbara Many Nights of Pure Pleasure triple X rated LP.
Now, MSS, let me ask this question about the triple XS LP. Is that a post-it note you put over the young lady so that we cannot see what's going on beneath it? Yeah, you can't see the nippage. Okay, all right. I'm just checking it. I just want to make sure it wasn't made that way. If it was, it would knock down the value of it. You need your titties if you listen to her talk.
Well, what knocks down the value of that one, Beef, is I played bass on that album.
Man, if you've hidden that from us that long, I mean, I'm really mad at you, Chorizy. Also, Loaf, if you look down low on Barbara there, she is full bush. And you can still see that. I did not.
Yeah, there's a little peeking out of those underpants. Yeah, no, and people are in the comments like, who the fuck's buying porn? Perverts are into everything. All right, Pornhub's not satiating the true pervert out there in the world that would buy the triple XL album here. So
people are mortgaging their houses to spend it on OnlyFans. Come on, man.
Exactly. I think Sophie Rain made $90 million. I'm taking the Barbara triple XL LP.
All right.
I mean, it sucks that I played on this album. I don't get to take it, but I will take the slides. I will take the slides. And whatever you put in there, is that Is that toilet paper? Is that used toilet paper in
No,
there?
that just shows that's brand new.
It's safe.
It's in the shape. You know I wouldn't waste toilet paper.
That's the
I'm
wet
not a
toilet
I'm not a
paper.
waste.
That's
I'm
the
not
wet
a waste toilet paper kind of guy, Chorizy. I save all
shit.
that shit.
Allegedly.
All right, this is the last one, boys. Does Loaf tie? Making this a very big waste of time. More of a bigger waste of time than normal. The Easy Slides sold for $69.99. The Barbara Sex LP sold for $44.99. Chorizo, you beat your brother again, 7-5. Loaf, you made a strong comeback, but you came up just short. I'll let you have one of the other Triple X records. You can listen to it and have a good time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Been this or that, and now it's time to pay some bills.
They say the best things in life are a gift from above. Now we know Jesus walked everywhere he went, but if he were looking for an upgrade today, he'd be pulling into Mazda of Orland Park. Why? Because a Mazda is built for a higher standard. With beyond standard safety features, you get a little divine intervention on every corner. And our iActive all-wheel drive means you're always on solid ground. No walking on water required. Need to transport the whole ministry? The Mazda CX-90 has 3 rows of premium seating, giving the apostles plenty of legroom and enough cargo space for all the loaves and fishes you can carry. It's elegant, it's humble, and its soul of motion design is truly a blessing. Visit Mazda of Orland Park at 8910 West 159th Street in Orland Park. Schedule a test drive online or by calling 708-444-3200. Experience the drive that's truly heaven sent. Mazda of Orland Park. Higher standards, heavenly rides.
I say it every time, but that fucking license plate.
That's great, right? That picture makes me smile. Just
the
makes me smile.
Just the fact that the guy who came up with the Lenny K1 license plate also came up with that is awesome. Let's get this drink from our guy Lucky Spag. He said, "Great segment on MSS." Cheers.
Cheers, Spag. The alcohol must be kicking in right now. He's becoming complimentary.
This or that is
I'm always complimentary.
Fucking winner. No, he's talking about Spags. He's talking.
Yeah, not you. I know you're.
This or that's always a fucking winner. I fucking love it. But now it's time. It's time for a little White Sox talk.
Oh. Which one are you going to use? Oh, you're using yourself.
Oh. I thought someone else clicked it.
Is that George Clooney?
But actually, this guy's going to be in charge tonight. Bitch. So, Beef, take it away.
Boys, man, a lot of White Sox stuff going on. I don't know how much of it is really important to the field, but recently, the prospective #1 pick for the White Sox, Daniel Roch Cholowsky, his season started. There's a picture of him up on the screen for you guys. Handsome young lad. The coverage on Twitter and elsewhere has been nonstop. There's been tweets. There's been video. I even retweeted a guy who was at the game. He took some videos from kind of an angle a little bit behind home plate, pushed those out there, whatever. It's been everywhere. My question for you guys, I'm going to start with MySoxSummer. Are you going to follow his progress at UCLA throughout the year, or do you not give a fuck until they actually draft this young man?
Loaf. As the one guy in this group that could give 2 fucks about half of the people in the minor leagues until they are like close to coming up, I absolutely do not give a fuck about somebody still in college that we haven't even drafted. Okay. This is just Sox fans, peak Sox fans right now. We don't even have claim to this person yet. And they're freaking out and going ballistic of what could potentially happen later, or how this guy's there's problems here. There's problems here. We should think about this. What the fuck are you talking about? Calm the fuck down. Like, let them pick the guy first, then freak out. Don't freak out now. And also don't freak out in a good way either and be like, oh, this guy's going to be so great when he gets up here in 2 years because he's going to come right over. He's going to be ready to go. You know who the last person was that came right over? Fucking Andrew Vaughn, and he sucked dick. All right? This guy is horrible. So I don't want to, let's stop putting all these huge expectations, especially on the players that we already have, but even more so players that we haven't even drafted yet. You already got this guy penciled in fucking in the 4 slot in fucking 2 years from now. Ain't happening. No, I don't give a fuck, Loaf. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Love it, MSS. Teresa, how about you? How about you with Roch Cholowsky covered so far?
I'm with MSS, and I don't really even want to talk about this guy because the the reactions to talk about this guy are fucking crazy. Like, so Josh Nelson, who covers, he's always covered college closely. He put out this tweet the other day, and he just said, I finished watching game 2 of UC San Diego. Cholowsky almost had 3 home runs, but his doubles and sacrifice reached the wall. Great job of covering outer half of the plate. Timing off on inside fastballs, 3 infield pop-ups so far. And the immediate response to this is only second game, not worried. And it's like, dude, he is just stating what happened in the game. That's all. There's not even an opinion in this tweet. And you're like, I'm not worried about it. It's like, calm down, man. Everybody calm down. This guy's not.
Did you do that or did I do that? Okay.
So, Beef, that's why we named when you're like, what should we name this week? And I was like, Roch Cholowsky doesn't even go here yet.
I was dying laughing with the title. Someone drawn it. No, I'm with you guys because I've seen so much of this already. And I was thinking about it. I was trying to reflect back on it because I try not to jump on people when I think this is incredibly stupid. Like, why are you doing all this? I try to just like reflect a little bit. And I remember when the White Sox, when there was the draft lottery and the White Sox got the number 1 pick, I was incredibly fucking excited. I was pumped up. I was like, this is awesome.
It's awesome.
This fell in our lap. Something good went in our direction. Then when you realize that the number 1 pick more than likely is a very obvious number 1 pick. It's not one of these years where you're like, no one knows who the fuck's going to go number 1. It could be one of 12 guys.
We've had a couple of these in the past few years where it's like, we don't know.
No one knows. And it's just kind of
then there was like schemes. You're like,
figuring out that. Well, this is what I wanted to get to, Chorizy, because Roch Cholowsky, and just from reading a little bit about him, is for sure the noted like number 1 guy. However, when you I'm going to put it up against the NBA. He's not LeBron. He's not Shaq. He's kind of like drafting Elton Brand 1-1, where Elton Brand was the obvious 1-1 and a nice player, someone you want to have in house.
Yeah.
But not going to change the trajectory of the franchise. He's just going to be another guy who's good, possibly a little bit better than the prospect group you have in there right now. Like he's maybe a half a head better than these guys going to be in there. Nice little piece or whatever. In my opinion, not worth freaking out about. Like if you had the number 1 pick and it was the year coming into Shaq, I could get excited about that shit. Or LeBron, I could get excited about that shit. This is not that shit.
Who's the last one you even really remember? Like, let's get this drink real quick because it's a beautiful drink from our guy Bill. He said, "Can't wait to get on that bus, gentlemen."
Fuck yeah, Bill. Awesome. Let's go, baby. That's gonna be a great trip, man. I'm looking so forward to that.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh man, we're gonna have fun that day. I can't
absolutely
wait for that. I can't wait for baseball to be back, but I cannot wait for that fucking day. That's gonna be
awesome.
That's gonna be tremendous.
I can't wait to get so drunk in Milwaukee that I rip a heater. Oh yeah, I might have to rip a heater.
Oh man, our guy Danny Miller's gonna be up there.
I know.
That's true.
That's true. The odds are forever in your favor, my friend.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, you wanna go smoke a stove?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." Been waiting since 108.
You two motherfuckers walking the wrong way, going on the field and smoking a cigarette. It's gonna be beautiful. But people, like, I'm trying to think of the last person that was like such an obvious number 1 Shaq-esque pick, and
like Bryce Harper.
Go back to Harper. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are we going back to Harper, where it's like the dude skipped his senior year of high school to just work out,
just to train?
Yeah.
Because I think so. I think that's the last like really obvious one where you're like going into the season, you know, because like Skeens you mentioned, but Skeens came on during the year.
He had that great season, and
yeah, that's right.
And like, you know who else was another one? Beef. This is. I shouldn't say this out loud because another one that I'm thinking of who turned down the draft before when he was picked like number 3 overall. Mark Appel comes and gets the number 1 pick.
Yeah, it's true.
And like that was one that everybody was on for multiple years of like, this is the best dude. This is incredible. Just put that out of your mind. I'm sorry I put that out there. But
well, there were 3 in a row. Now that I'm looking up, there were 3 in a row, Chorizo. It was in 09, it was Steven Strasburg.
Yeah, I was going to say Strasburg.
Obvious number 1 that year. Bryce Harper was in 2010, and 2011 was Garrett Cole, and he was a really super obvious number 1. Like that's like people are
Hell's like Appel's like 2013.
He's 13. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
13. And there was actually I think there was some questions about him coming in a little bit, but he was like kind of the no doubter, you know.
But yeah, I mean, there's been some recently too, like Skeens was that. But I think, but there's also ones where like there's tons of hype around somebody, and then it flares out, right? Like remember Seth Beer? People were like, we got a tank to get Seth Beer, and then he went like 20th at the time when, like, by the time the draft came around. But like Cholowsky's a different story than Beer. Beer had no position.
Right.
Cholowsky is a goddamn really good shortstop.
I'm not worried about him in that way. I think he's going to be the number one pick. I think when we
he's going to be good.
He's going to be good. Yeah.
But it's 5 months away.
Yeah.
Like I can't think about this every day. It's like people that like, you know, tell you about I got a big stock portfolio that like I'm saving for retirement. It's good. Oh, great. And they're telling you about how it's performing right now. It's like you're 42 years old. Yeah, wait 20 years. If this is for your fucking retirement, you're 25 years away from fucking telling me how this is doing. Right now, it might be doing good, but you're saying this is for later. This is the same thing. It's like this is guys the far and away the number one pick right now, absolutely right now. So the only thing I'll be paying attention to is if along this 5-month path to July, when the draft actually happens. Yeah. If there starts to be contention about that amongst people, if like for some reason someone's saying that he's not the number one pick, then I'll probably pay attention. I'll listen and say, okay, well, who is it, or why is he falling off? But other than that, I'm just going to assume that this guy's still just crushing fucking college league that I don't have to watch because I'll be watching Major League Baseball and the World Baseball Classic in that time. And I don't have to think about this. I don't need to give any brain space to this. And I don't fault you if you like it. If you enjoy it, if you just want wall-to-wall baseball in your life, that's all you want to do, man, take in as many games as you want because this guy's probably going to be on the Sox. So watch it. But like for me, like I don't need to worry about this right now. And I'm definitely not worried about where him and Billy Carlson are going to play because neither one of those motherfuckers is even on the 40-man yet.
Well said there. Speaking of prospects that MSS may actually care about, Fangraphs put out their top 110 prospect list this week. And what I wanted to note from this, the White Sox had 6 guys on the list. They had Caleb Bonham, 33, Noah Schultz, 36, Hagen Smith, 65, Christian Opper, 95, Braden Montgomery, 100, and Tanner McDougal, 104. What I wanted to ask you guys about these prospect rankings is there seems to be a lot of reaction to them. But for you, and I'll start with Chorizo, are you more discouraged by Braden Montgomery being back at 100 or encouraged that 2 former fifth round picks, Christian Opper and Tanner McDougal, are on the list and making appearances here?
All right. Let me just tell you that I love both of these things equally for different reasons. So the Braden Montgomery back at 100, Beef, much like the Laker girls, he needs to be taken down a peg or two. Because the problem that I'm seeing with Sox fans right now is that they're like, well, when Braden gets here, that'll fix the outfield. What is he, fucking Bugs Bunny? He's going to play all the positions? Like, get out of here. Like, let the guy just come up and be a good right fielder. Man, we haven't had a good right fielder in a minute. Let's just have one. All right? Let's not worry about it. And if he's 100 or fucking number 2, it doesn't matter. He just needs to get here and perform. That's all I'm worried about. Braden, I'm rooting for you. I want you to get here. I want you to get here this year. And I want you to be out there in right field. And right field is special to us. We happen to sit there. So, Braden, I'm all over it. I don't give a shit where you're ranked because I know you're coming. I know you're going to be fine. Opper and McDougal, though, this is a different animal. And this is what I'm really excited about because these are guys that the White Sox drafted, the White Sox have been developing, and that are popping for the White Sox. There's actually, this is when you look at the previous stuff that we've watched with the Sox, it's always you got to trade your best players to get this type of prospect. You got to luck out and get someone in the Rule 5. You got to do all these other things that are not just developing a goddamn player. And if they're starting to develop players, especially pitchers, and you could consistently do that, that's when you become a non-terrible franchise. And that's all we've been asking for. We're not even asking you for a World Series, White Sox. We're just saying, don't be embarrassing. And we're at the point now where I feel like we're starting to see more and more of this, where these guys are being developed in-house. They're being drafted. They're and like not top draft picks. These are late fifth round draft picks, both of these guys, 21 and 23. And you're turning them into top 110 prospects. By the way, 110 on Fangraphs. James Fegan, I very much respect. I much respect your game in this, but I feel like you were part of this to go like, I need one more guy to talk about on my podcast. So we're gonna extend it past 100 to 110 because I need to get in this other guy.
Exactly.
So I love it because we met Tanner, and what a fucking awesome dude. Definitely rooting for him based on that. But like, this is the kind of thing that you need to do as an organization, and I like to see this. This is what we want to be looking at. That's why I'm stoked about that. The Montgomery thing, I'm not worried about at all. Like, just get him here. He needs to be here soon.
Yeah.
MSS, more worried about Montgomery or excited about Tanner McDougal?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of notes because Chorizy covered about 18 things there. So he took all of the talking points from me. Like, listen, I don't know if it's scary that I have the same thoughts as Chorizy. Like, is that making me a baseball guy now? I don't know. I don't know what that means. But like, to have the exact same thoughts. The Braden, this needs, he's been around. He's hyped going into this year. So no, he shouldn't be like real high up on this list. Like, they're probably like, oh, we've heard about him. Let's put him down. So you move him down. But yeah, the two guys coming up, having in-house people like getting better that's the more exciting thing, I think. And I like Chorizy's correct. We just be a serviceable right fielder. Just come up and just be okay.
I mean, I think he's going to be good. I'm not saying like he's just be serviceable. I think he's going to be really good. But like, he doesn't have to fix all of our outfield. Like, he just be good at right field. We're fine.
We've learned a lot about rankings that they don't really mean a lot because we had some highly ranked people coming into the last rebuild that didn't really pan out because they were big piles of shit. So let's have him something to work towards. So maybe he won't be a big pile of shit.
We'll get to how they worked out and how you think these current guys are going to work out a little bit later in this. I have a thought experiment for you guys that I've already put on Twitter, and I want to get to in a second. One last thing on rankings. I love that the Fangraphs does this. Dan Zimborski, who has been doing Zips for a million years, he puts out prospect rankings based on the Zips projection module. Now, mind you, this thing doesn't have scouting, whatever. It's just taking like projections and player aging and all this shit. And there's another projection module at Fangraphs called Oopsie, which is much newer, by Jordan Rosenblum. And they put out their top 100 prospects. I just want to note this because it's kind of fun. For Zips, Dan Zimborski's projection module had Noah Schultz at 59. That's not really a shock. 91, Hagen Smith. The surprising one here is at 98, Jeddickson Paez, the second overall Rule 5 pick that the White Sox got this year in that Rule 5 draft. Very interesting there. And then flipping over to Oopsie, Jordan Rosenblum has at 44 is Caleb Bonnemer, which a lot of lists have Caleb Bonnemer up high. And then the next three are shocking, are no one's list really. Number 49, he has Sam Antonacci. And number 69, he has William Bergoya Jr. And number 74, the last real remaining hope from the Dylan Cease trade. I know Drew Thorpe is still hanging around here, but his arm hurts. Samuel Zavala. Chorizy, what are your thoughts about like these like projection module 100 lists, and what can you learn from them?
I love this, Beef, because they're like you start to think about what the biases are in these models, right? Like that, like because they're not going to project as much in the major league players because the major league players you have so many more data points, right? But these guys we have limited data points, and so what are the things that are like driving this? And like the oopsie model, I can't help but think it loves singles. Like it's just like, man,
he's high contact guy. Yeah, Bergoglio struck out like 4% of the time in the minors. Like it loves that shit.
Do you make a lot of contact but not hard? Like you're our guy.
Well, and Pius being in there too with his like, super low walk rate control.
That feels
guy,
like
right?
control. That feels like a control thing, right? Because Hagen Smith is penalized for it, and Jackson Pius is pushed up for it. So I like looking at stuff like that when this is goofy stuff because you're throwing a projection model on someone that you have like 8 data points for, and like it's obviously going to fail miserably when you do that. But yeah, I mean, like it shows you kind of the biases of the model, but also really points out like what's this player really good at, right? Like kind of like what do they do really well? So fun stuff. I like it. I actually, though, the Pius thing, it kind of reaffirms that there's some underlying metrics that the Sox really love, because it feels like they're doing everything to hang on to this guy, even though they're like making moves and stuff. It just feels like they won't make another one if it's going to push him off the roster. They really want to get him through this year and put him into their minor league system. So,
I think the model there, Chorizo, is Cleveland used to do this for a while. They would take these command guys and see if they could get the stuff to tick up a little bit. And most of the time it didn't, and you had a 5th starter or 6th starter or whatever. But occasionally you got Cliff Lee, and occasionally you got Shane Bieber. Once in a while you'd hit one and it would really fucking go, and the guy'd be an absolute stud. So I like the approach. Probably won't turn into much of anything. MSS Antonacci, is he going to pass up Kyle Teal when he gets here for a top Paisan on the roster? No, it's not. Okay.
Although both are playing for Team Italy, so like when we Team Italia, like they're I mean, they got a chance. There's a chance, right? Like, but my heart is still with Don Fletcher, for the time being. Right? I miss my guy.
Do you have a Team Italia hat yet?
No, and I don't want one because I don't think I could pull off the blue with my women's glasses that you guys like so much.
Well, you got regular frames on tonight.
Yeah, but I don't. So here's the deal, and I saw this.
Do you have blue frames to go with those?
No, I like the clear ones when I go with the blue. And I wear a black hat. I like the black frame. So now I'm looking to get some sunglasses. So I will be wearing glasses with sunglasses at some point. So this is going to be a whole different MSS experience. But no, I don't think I could pull off the blue hat. If I could get a black hat with the eye and then the World Baseball Classic logo, maybe
I would look it up. I would look it up because I think like there's alternates all over the place. I don't know if you've seen some of the
I don't want a teal jersey.
Mexican alternates that are getting out there, and these are just like companies making these.
Oh, really?
There's some hot hats out there. There's some hot hats.
Maybe it's time to reinvest. We already got
we wore
it on our first pitch. Our bobble night. It was cool. Maddie Mitch in the comments says prospect projection guys reminds me of Weatherman. Yeah, I mean here's what it is. Like, and the reason why I presented that in a certain way was like what you can learn from this. The way I take all the prospect rankings is what can we learn from the way each one thinks about this. And like with Braden Montgomery falling down these lists, I think all you really are learning there is that he's a real volatile prospect. There are some lifetimes where he's a goddamn superstar and he's Darryl Strawberry,
Yeah.
And there's some paths where he's Lewis Brinson, he never hits enough. And he looks good in a uniform and just craps out. Like sometimes that's going to happen. Probably he lands in the middle and is totally fine, totally decent player. Maybe not a superstar, but you got to just take all that into account. And that's why you look at a lot of different rankings and styles and the way different groups do it and try to put that on your mental database to track the players that way for yourself as a Sox fan. It's got to be the way to do it. Now, I want to get into some hypotheticals with you guys. A couple of these I've already trotted out there on Twitter. This first one. A baseball prospect prognosticators. There was apparently a group of people that were fading Jim Cramer in the market and making a fortune. Yeah, I was just saying. Because not only was he making poor picks, but he was pushing those poor picks in the wrong direction by getting his followers to buy him. It's wild. But I put this tweet out there, and I'm a longtime Joe Sheehan newsletter guy. And Joe Sheehan often talks about this in the newsletter about teams that are either coming out of rebuilds or even teams that are just normally competitive. Generally, what you need is a young core of 6 to 8 players to provide 20 to 25 cheap WAR each year. And it doesn't have to necessarily be league minimum players, but kind of close, because that's the way teams compete. Free agents are expensive. And so you really, when you're buying free agents, you're kind of buying the finishing pieces, right? The things that you need to cover up the rest. But you got to get this cheap WAR. And that's about 3 WAR per player when you start mapping it out there, mathing it, if you will. And you can use F WAR or B WAR. So I started looking around at this White Sox roster, and I wanted to turn the question on you guys. If 3 WAR is the average, I see a lot of guys that are like potential 2 WAR players. But who are your best bets to be like 4 WAR or better players on this roster? Who are the guys you think can get to 4 WAR or possibly more? MySoxSummer, I'll let you go first.
That's fucking diabolical. Okay. That is a hard. I'm looking up right now just to like check something, because if I see numbers, then it's usually a good thing. I think the potential. So Colson Montgomery potential because he has defense and he has the offense. He can hit the long ball, but plus he can catch a ball. So I think that's a plus. Like, so he has that going for him. After that, man, I mean, you're like Kyle Teal potentially.
Yeah,
like,
Teal a catcher for sure.
These were the most 2 common answers I will say in the thread that I put this on Twitter.
Those, and I did not see the thread.
And it's, I mean, these are fair answers,
But that would be probably the 2, like right off the top of the head, because like you can't think. You want somebody in center field that can jack one, but we don't have one. We don't have.
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay. So Teresa, go ahead. Throw Teresa on the ball. Let's see what you got here.
So here's something that I was thinking about. Here's something.
You got good ones, MSS. I agree with
you. I think MSS. I think you got the ones that are most likely to happen. I think the only one that you don't have that's likely to happen is Shane Smith, because I think Shane Smith, with the amount he could strike people out and the amount of innings that we think right now that he can endure, I think that he's there. But I want to go outside the box on some of this.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
And if Brooks Baldwin can become a actual center fielder, like if he's got the speed, if the glove can get decent enough for him to be a real center fielder, if he's an average center fielder and hits 20 home runs, that's a maybe a 5 WAR player.
Yeah.
And so that's like
with the
when you look at the key positions, that's where you're going to get the most WAR. Like, I don't think it's a probable outcome, but if you're looking at someone who could pop and become that, purely WAR. We're purely talking
WAR. Just WAR.
Brooks Baldwin could pop and become that guy. I'm not predicting it, but I think if I have to look at guys that on this roster, that I think could do it, I think he's probably in the top 5 of those.
He might be, Teresa. This comment here cracks me up a little bit. Mark says 4 WAR this year? ? And the reason why I position this is because I've been taking a little heat for my under 68.5 wins bet on the Sox. When you start thinking about, the Sox are going to win 75 games. Oh, yeah? Where are those wins going to come from? And you got to start looking down this path and seeing who are the guys. Like, I look at the roster. I don't know if you guys look at the roster and see a bunch of guys that could be decent players. But like we're proving here by this discussion, I don't see a lot of all-star caliber players, all-star level players here.
That's correct. I think that the Joe Sheehan thing is you're talking about a competitive in
team.
It to win, like compete.
That's like a wild card up type team.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's in the mix.
Yep, that's right.
We have a team built to like hopefully win over 70 games. If you have a bunch of 2 WAR guys, Now, I'll say this: I would not have picked Mike Vassell, but Mike Vassell has a 2.9 WAR from last year. So like
he did,
he has a chance, and then Colson had a 3.3 WAR last year. So like those are. It's interesting, but I think that there's a little bit of a qualifier. You're hoping that some guys develop, but also at that time, then the Sox are going to sign some people that are going to be above a 4 WAR. Here's
the point of Joe Sheehan's thing is that those guys are incredibly expensive and they don't come available. Here's the thing too, like they don't come available and they might not want to come to your fucking team. Those guys can pick wherever they want to go. And a lot of times even when the Sox had the best offer, Zach Wheeler's like, fuck off. I want to live in Philadelphia and I'm not coming. So like that's why you got to grow them homegrown.
And
this
even
is a good.
Speaking of someone that you could grab, right?
Yeah.
Murakami, right? Like I think if we're looking at Murakami, you could go like, oh, maybe he's okay, yeah. When he hits 45 dingers, but it has to like he might be for WAR at that point. Pete Alonso, who's a pretty good first baseman, 38 home runs last year, 126 RBI. He's a 3.4 B WAR guy with all of that. With 38 home runs.
It's tough,
right? Like
at those positions.
So when you're at when you're at a non really skilled position, it's tough. You're left field, first base, like it's tough to get those kind of numbers.
I like this one from Harp, and I actually he's someone who came to mind for me. He said Miguel Vargas, if he had a glove, he could be a 4-WAR player. Yeah, I mean you're going to need a tick up in the bat, which I don't see as a problem. I think Vargas will continue hitting better. I think like the trajectory is up on his bat. I think it's going to keep going up. But he's right. He's got to kind of hold his own on defense at third there. That's a huge key to it. And as you were mentioning, Chorizy, like a big component of this shit is being able to play at least competent defense at a relatively tough position. And that's we don't have a lot of that either, really. I mean, Colson's a good example. Teal's a good example. That's why they're probably the 1 and 2 answers there. But the reason why I ask this question is because if we really are thinking about competition, we're going to be in this thing. We're going to surprise some people this year. Some of this shit needs to start happening like right now. Like this year, some of these guys are going to have to take real steps where like, oh, Teal's a 4-WAR player this year or Colson's a 4-WAR player. Okay, I know that's a guy. Now we can fill in around that guy. And right now, the reason why I bet the under is because I don't see that guy just quite yet at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Beef, the one outlier guy that they're giving a bobblehead to already could be Mydroth, right? Like if Mydroth if the power just ticks up, right? Like if he's like
he had a crazy BABIP year, Chorizy, like 325 or something like that.
Yeah, and we know he's going to play a good second base, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So all he has to do is play a really good second base. He's going to get some fill-in time at shortstop, maybe because Acuna might take those at bats. So, but like if he hits 15 home runs and has a 310 batting average, maybe he gets there, right? Like that's on the fence. So he's on the outside looking in, but if I'm putting on the beer goggles for someone, it's him.
He can't be doing this shit no more. Okay, we can't have that. That 4-WAR. Okay, like can't be doing that, Jake.
Southside Jeff T says so. Benintendi won't get there from part-time DH. Yeah, I mean that's the point. Like when you have a defensive position with no value, who are the DHs that get 4-WAR? Like Big Papi and Ohtani. Like that's it. You got to be a fucking monster, you know, of those spots there. So but good exercise. I'm glad the commenters were in on it too. That was a lot of fun. Now I have just to finish off the White Sox section here for you guys. I have some hypotheticals. I want to go back and forth. Questions for you guys. I'll start with Chorizy. I got 3 each for you, gentlemen, to finish up our White Sox stuff. I've been a little too downtrodden. Now we're going to talk a little upside about the White Sox. A little upside for the kids. Chorizy-E, if Luis Angel Acuna has a 320 on-base percentage this season, over 550 plate appearances, how many bases is he going to steal?
50. Yeah, it's 50. I actually had thought about this, Beef, because I was like, how can we get a guy who is like absurd stolen base numbers? Because I was thinking about Brooks. We like we only have 2 fast guys,
right?
So I was thinking about like how do we get to like 50 stolen base? I think Brooks hits too many extra base hits, too many
home runs, too
many bombs for it to be him. And so Acuna, I was like, can Acuna be a 50 stolen base guy? And like, I'm going to say he's probably got to be like 330 OBP, 340, but I'll give it to him at 320. Let's have some fun. Let's go.
MSS.
Yes.
Miguel Vargas, a.k.a. Big Al Vargas, led the 2025 White Sox in extra base hits. He had 50. That's 32 doubles, 2 triples, 16 home runs. If Miguel Vargas leads the 2026 White Sox in extra base hits again, is that a good or bad result for the team?
I'm gonna say bad. I think it's a bad result because I'm hoping that some of these younger kids. I need a Kyle Teal, Chase Mydroff to get some more doubles, get some extra. Like I want them threatening him and getting up there because Kyle Teal is surprisingly fast. I know I sound really high on him, but he's a quick little motherfucker. He's a quick fucker, and I want a good breakout season. And not that Miguel leading the team in extra base hits would be bad again. But I just would like to see somebody new in there. I like to see these guys be like a little more competitive, like after each other.
Mooney's gotta. If Mooney doesn't lead the team in extra base hits, I'm gonna be very sad.
Great segue here, Chorizo, because
home runs count as extra base hits.
Yeah, I know that's true.
The next question,
but he might not hit 50 home runs.
If Munetaka Murakami hits 30 home runs, as he's projected to by Steamer, that's a projection for Steamer, and a couple other projections got him at 30 home runs. He will finish in what place of AL Rookie of the Year voting?
First, I think he gets it at 30. I can't see him not getting it at 30 because I like McGonigal a lot, but like, is he gonna hit 30 home runs? Like, I mean, like that's someone who have to like someone has to hit more than 30 to like, and that seems tough for rookies. Like, there's not usually like multiple 30 home run dudes floating in the Rookie of the Year. So I'm gonna say he wins it if he hits 30 home runs.
Love it. MSS, I got to ask you about Shane Smith.
Mm-hmm.
If Shane Smith throws over 200 innings in 2026, mind you, only 3 players threw 200 innings last year in 2025 in the entire major leagues. If he gets to 200 innings in 2026, he'll finish in what place of the AL Cy Young Award voting?
Third.
I
say he's gonna get fucked, right? Like he'll do something pretty big, and people are like, well, like when he made the All-Star team last year, people are like, well, they have to take somebody, so he's their All-Star. So he's gonna do something good, and he's still not gonna get the full credit that he deserves. So yeah, I'm gonna say third. I just looked something up too. When Jose Abreu won Rookie of the Year in the AL, he hit 19 home runs.
No, he hit 36 that year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why am I seeing 19?
Sure. He had 36 home runs his rookie year.
Are you? What the fuck? Why am I seeing Jose Abreu in 2020 awards voting? Yeah.
No, you're looking at his MVP year, you knucklehead. That's when he won MVP in the 60 games. His rookie of the year is 2014.
Shit. You're right. I was looking at the wrong one.
Let's move on.
Yeah, my bad.
Speaking of innings pitched, this is an intriguing guy on the White Sox roster. Myself, and now recently Sean Anderson's jumped on the bandwagon of the White Sox. Probably trade this guy eventually. But Chorizy, if Grant Taylor actually does pitch 100 innings materially out of the bullpen, which is kind of what they're shooting for, the White Sox, he will be a top blank rated reliever in MLB.
Wow. 100 innings?
100 innings.
Taylor. Like, I can't even believe that's going to happen, to be like completely honest. Like, this isn't the healthiest dude on the roster, right? Like, I mean, like,
so the best reliever in baseball if he gets to 100 innings is what you're saying.
Not the best
top
reliever,
5.
but it's top 10. I'd say top 10. Like, I think like it's got to be looking really fucking good if he's pitching that many innings, and they got to be using him a ton. Like, they got to be like, so yeah.
And he stayed healthy, and assuming the stuff's popping as well.
I'll put top 10 only because they went out and bought a closer, and so I think his saves will be down, and that'll affect him. But like, man, if he pitches 100 innings, you're getting like just getting us all pumped up right now, because like I can't even like I don't even know. In my many thoughts of this season, him throwing 100 innings is not anywhere in any of it.
But they're pushing multi-inning. They kind of use them a little more, move them around a little bit. So they bought the closer, as you mentioned. All right, last question of this group of us, just, thought experiment here. MSS, you're a big Colson Montgomery guy.
Yeah.
How many home runs do you need to see out of Colson Montgomery in 2026 for you to confidently say he did not have a sophomore slump?
What did he get last year?
I think he had 21 in like 70 something games. Yeah, 21. 21 home runs, 71 games, 284 plate appearances.
So Harp's in there saying 30, and they're like that. I mean that that seems good.
Don't say 74. They'll make memes of you.
How dare you?
I was almost going to go with like 28, but now that I'm thinking about it, full year. There's good and bad at that because people are used to him, are ready for him now. They kind of know him a little more.
Yeah, they got a book on him. You're right.
So it's going to be. I think it'll be harder. So I'm flexing between 28 and 32. I'm gonna go 32. I'm gonna say 32 that I'm gonna need to see.
Okay.
Just because I want him to. Here's what I think is gonna happen, and people are gonna be not. They won't be mad because they're our fans, versus people that listen to Chris Getz. What if he gets a hot start? What if Mooney gets a hot start too? And they're bash bros. What if they're bash bros all year? And just like go back and forth and just have something fun. We've seen that happen before with one Daniel Palka go out there and just smash the shit out of the ball, just have a season. So like it could happen. He did not repeat and it have a sophomore. He did have a sophomore slump. Yeah. But yeah, I like. I'm gonna say 32. I'm gonna aim high. I'm gonna aim high for this guy.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's all I got. Let's get to this drink before we jump out of talk. Jackie Treehorn says to the last day without baseball for a good long time. I appreciate that.
Cheers.
Hell yeah. Let's go, bro.
Cubs Sox tomorrow.
Yep.
Right out the gate. Coming out hot.
All right, Beef. That's all you had on that one?
That's it.
All right, man. You know what that means then? It's time for thank you. GFY. Are you going to do last call? I got some more Ronda Rousey for you. Beef, who are you thinking of GFY?
How big do you think?
My GFY goes out to Tony Clark, who not only let the MLBPA get rammed by the owners at last negotiation, but he's balling his wife's sister. Don't let the door hit you in the fucking ass as you get out of here. I hope they get someone better in position and the players have a better stand this time in the labor negotiations.
Man, when they hired that other guy, like I was like, man, I hope he ain't fucking his sister-in-law or brother-in-law, whatever he's into.
Right?
MSS, who are you thinking are GFYing?
I know this is a tired refrain for me sometime, but I'm going to GFY the fucking asshole people that double park, but there's a completely open space right there that they could just pull their fucking car into. That's the people that double park when there's a fucking available place to park your car. Those people, go fuck yourselves. I'm tired of going around you, hoping you don't open your car door or whatever. Why are you so lazy? Why can't you just pull in? And then we wouldn't have this fucking problem. It drives me fucking bananas. I go fuck yourself, people that don't pull all the way into their spots.
Fuck you. You moved to Bridgeport. This is what comes with it. And I know you're the motherfucker that called in for the speed bumps on your street, and I'm pissed off about it. I hate them. Every time I drive up your street. Stupid. I'm not trying to drive through San Francisco, motherfucker. I'm trying to drive down a straight street. Just fly through that motherfucker, giving me hills. I'm going down like
you moved to the neighborhood. There's been more fucking construction on 33rd than I've ever seen, and I'm blaming you, Chorizy. I know, but there's been more since then. It's fucking canals.
That is my fault. That is my fault. They're trying to put in real internet to this neighborhood now.
I thought it was the shit for the shitter pipes for you because you're big dumps. What about you, Chorizy? Who are you GFYing or thinking?
I'm thanking everybody who bought tickets to the 108 Roach.
Yes.
Baby. I was like, I kept getting on you guys. We got to get this out there, man, because like we're not going to have much time to sell all these tickets. And it's shit sold in like a few days.
Yeah.
And so I love
very
it. I
Nelson-esque.
appreciate you all. I will give you, well, no, I mean, it's a month away. It's a month away. We're not far
You
off.
see what you did? No, now you pissed them off. You were trying to piss them off earlier, but now you really pissed them off.
Now I don't even want to talk to you. But I will give a recommendation to everybody who bought tickets. Take that Monday off. You're gonna need that rest. Opening day is gonna come up on you real quick. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you very soon. Baseball starts tomorrow. Enjoy.
Let's go.
In the city of Chicago, back in the day, there was a ball player. They called him Jizz. They said playing for the White Sox, he had a certain flair. He hit 69 home runs, man, that ain't fair. He swung that bat like a wild tornado storm. Every time he stepped up, he smashed it. It was the norm. The ladies in the stands, they couldn't help but stare. The legend of Alejandro Jizz spreading everywhere. Ooh, Alejandro Jizz got the magic touch. On the field, he was a king. Oh, he was too